Hi, in this lecture we will see how to plot a root locus in MATLAB. So firstly let's have a problem. Suppose we have a simple control system in which we have a controller, a plant, and we are trying to see how we can plant this plant in a MATLAB. So very simple steps which we need to follow is we have to see this is our plant 1 upon s plus 2 s plus 5. So simply solve into the numerator and denominator form, and let's come back to the MATLAB so to write the command. So this is the editor window. Let's maximize it first. So a simple command which we need to write is clc clear all. This is done so we can clear out any kind of junks which are there, right? So suppose we hit a run, so all the junks will be clear out and the new variables will be there. So this is very much important command. And after that, this is our open loop control system. So 1 upon s cube 7s square plus 10s. Now this is a numerator coefficient 1 which we can see. Now write the denominator coefficient, or we can call it declare a denominator coefficient. That is 1, 7, 10, and 0. 0 is because s ki power 0 is missing. So that's why it has been written. Always take spaces to write in between the row columns of denominator. Now again, this is system. System is our GS and HS. You can write any name, whichever you want. This TF is transfer function that defines or formulate a transfer function in MATLAB. And numerator denominator, which we have already defined in the editor window. And the final command, which is very important command, is rlocus root locus, that tells the MATLAB to plot a root locus for this system which we have defined. Now finally hit the run button. uh, as you hit the run button, everything gets cleared up and you get our system transfer function as this. That proves that the calculation which we have done in manually are accurate or not. Now come to the figure window. Now you can see your root locus out there. Let's set a imaginary axis. This is imaginary x-axis. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. We need to go and see where the y-axis has been cut. That is the marginal stability point, and we will see how our manual calculations are coming out. Right. See, we are getting the gain at j omega crossover frequency around 73.4, overshoot 103, and radian frequency 3.22. Let's see how in the manual calculations these results are verifiable or not. So this is the manual calculation which we have done for this system. Same system, proportional controller K, open loop transfer function 1 s plus 2 s plus 5. First step, those are written in all kind of plotting control system books. Firstly, we plot the pole zero plots, and then asymptotic angles are calculated, and then centroids are formed, and then breakaway, and then after the breakaway, which tells from where it will break, right? Suppose the breakaway points are minus 0.884. So let's verify that this breakaway point is happening or not. So let's come to this point, and this is where the root locus is breaking from this pole. It is going that. So breakaway point is around. Uh, it is coming at minus. Uh, this is what 0.88. That is the breakaway point which we are getting, right around close to the minus point. So it is proven that it is right. And next we will see the K marginal. This marginal K is coming around 70. Right, so we are getting 70 and the radian frequency is around under root 10 3.16. Here we can see by our calculation that is coming around 3.22, means it is not actually accurate. So we need to see this is means this MATLAB is saying that our manual calculation is not accurate. So by these type of MATLAB tool we can verify our manual calculations very easily, and if we can see that our calculations are right or not. So this is the whole purpose. In the next lecture we will see how to plot for the different type of controllers. Like in this system we have taken the controller proportional controller. In the next lecture we will see PI controllers and PID controllers, and also how a desired in the subsequent lecture we will see how the desired damping ratios, like for the root locus design. Let's suppose you have to design a particular controller which can make the step response of this plant close to the 4-second settling point, 20% overshoot. These type of criteria which we can meet, which makes the system robust, like for any kind of robotic application or any kind of control system application. Thank you very much.